Today, YouTube and Twitch chat, we are going to be ranking every single Genshin Impact character story quest. The reason I want to do this is because a lot of people always say, oh, you're given too many high rankings for story quests. And I kind of agree with you. And I feel like a lot of that is recency bias. Let's have a look and see what we start with. I'm pretty sure it is, yep, Dark Knight Hero. This is the loot quest. And I just realized there was no sound. So now there should be sound and we're going to continue. I think Diluc's quest, honestly...
Dark Knight Hero is Master Diluc?
What a shocker. Nobody ever knew that. It was a great quest. Why are you grunting like that? Diluc isn't even on here. This is just limited 5 stars. This is so sad. Can we get 5 gifted? It has to be a C tier, dude. It's mid, not bad, not good. Oh, God, that's so sad, dude. I never want to give Diluc a mid rank ever again. Next up, we have Razor. Oh, God. Razor got a story quest? Unlock the wolf boss?
Oh, my Archon!
Wait, did she unironically just say, oh, my Archon? She didn't, right? Wait, she unironically said, oh my Archon, and nobody talks about this in the big old 2025. Razor's also not on here. Bob's going to have work cut out for a bit. It's fine. Honestly, it's very forgettable, clearly, because I don't remember it that much other than unlocking the boss. I mean, you get a boss out of it, so that's already pretty goated compared to Diluc's, right? I'd probably say B for that, maybe. Let's see Jean's. Jean's, I do remember. I really liked Jean's quest a lot because... it does have nostalgia behind it, for sure. I remember trying her for the first time and thinking she was great because she could fling people. But also it had callbacks to Vanessa and callbacks. It was quite lore important for Mondstadt in general. I think I would give Jean's a B. It's not an amazing quest. It's a good quest. Next, we have Klee. And I do have a toasty that Viv made. Thank you, Viv. Klee's was a funny-ass quest, dude. Klee's quest was with Mr. Fluffball. Kaya was involved. Was Mona involved, or was that Mona's quest, where we come back with the diary? I think that was Mona's quest. It had quite a few characters involved. It was just funny. I would also put it in B tier. I would probably make it a little bit longer. And now that we've had the quest that we've had, because if this was back in Mondstadt, I'd say this was A tier. But it's not A tier anymore, dude. Considering the quality of quests that we have nowadays, 100%. Is that Odido a sponsor? No, man. It's my phone provider. Klee's quest would be amazing back in Mondstadt. Right now, it needs to be longer. It needs to have more lore stuff. It needs to have a lot more than it did have for me to class that as an amazing tier. Let's go to Venti's next. This is Act 1 Venti, by the way, just in case anybody was confused. In 5 years when Act 2 comes out.
I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Tavari. I always believed you existed.
Wow.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
Gross. Stanley, man. Jesus Christ. We might never see that too. We will. We're in Natlan now, baby. Let's go. Jesus. All right, let's keep it a buck here, dude. This is also Venti, by the way. Venti's story quest is going to be the first A tier. It was incredibly lore relevant. It was the first time we ever heard of the Mare Javari, for crying out loud. It's insane, dude, the amount of lore we got in this quest. It is very good. Honestly, close to being S tier. Did we get a boss with this quest, though? I don't think we did or anything, right? It is an incredible quest. I'd change a couple of things about it. I would maybe add a boss, a cool little gimmick boss or something. There's not going to be many that I would change nothing about. By the way, remember, this is all opinion-based. If you disagree, that's totally fine. Venti's is absolutely fantastic. On to Mona's.
As usual, my predictions are correct. You, yes you, come with me.
Yeah, I remember this. That being the only cutscene we got from the whole Mona quest is actually criminal. I will keep this short and sweet and 100% real with you. Mona's might be the first F tier. The only saving grace in this entire quest is the fact that there's a funny moment with Klee in it, and that's it. Let's change F tier to just would change a lot, and then this can be bad that I really dislike. I think that's a bit better. Next, we have Tartaglia. Okay, this one might be a bit of a shocker for you guys, at least coming from me. This was a big change of pace in my Genshin journey,
1. Okay,
if you all remember. Jesus.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Let's keep it a buck here, dude. Tartaglia's quest, whether you love him or hate him, was absolutely criminally good. It had a beautiful start, a really fun middle, a good ending. It had everything you need from a character story quest. It really, really did. Other than like a weekly boss or a boss out of it or whatever. I wouldn't say I changed nothing about it, but it was absolutely incredible. It's easily A tier. I still don't think it's quite S tier. Zhongli story quest ending cutscene. Story quest 1, by the way.
Oh, sire, you and I were foes. But our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now.
Oh, Sile was one who shared the memory. I forgot he went Super Saiyan too. Kind of crazy. Let me keep this real with you guys. Zhongli Act 1 is and always has been, to this day, one of my top 3 story quests in the entire game. I think Zhongli Act 1 is by far better than Act 2, even though we get Age to Heart out of Act 2. I think it's better than most other story quests in the game. We got so much lore. It was all about Zhongli and his past. We learned so much from this story quest. For me personally, this is an S tier. But do I think overall, in the overarching Genshin environment, with all of the quests that are currently released, that this would still be an S tier quest? I think it is, dude. I think Zhongli Act 1 is still an S tier for me. I do. I think I already know what my other S tiers are going to be. Already. Nilu. Yeah, you're fucking high, Tante. Alright, next is going to be Albedo. Albedo is an easy A or S as well. Okay, I'm going to blow your mind in a second, I think, but let's just keep watching.
The failure of the primordial human project. I'd want to replace you too.
Yes, Susbedo?
I would replicate.
Yeah, this isn't even the fucking quest. This is not the story quest, guys. This is the limited time event, which, spoiler alert, you can't even fucking do anymore. Bullshit. His quest, I'ma keep it real with y'all, absolutely terrible. The reason it's terrible is because it should have been the event. I'm sorry. Listen, Albedo stands, I appreciate you guys. Y'all were done absolutely fucking horrendously. I am on your side here. Dude, his story quest should have been the event. His story quest is but a smudge at the back of my brain, which remembers a lot of things. Not that. I'm really sorry. I wish y'all were done better. I wish everybody was done better with this. This event should be a permanent thing in the game. Next, Ganyu. I remember a lot of people saying Ganyu was F tier back in the day.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
I'm gonna keep it real. Jesus Christ, that scared the fuck out of me. Vampire, thank you for the 300 biddies. Ganyu story quest. If I remember correctly, at the time I gave this about a B tier. I definitely would change that now in the scope of Genshin and what it is like at the minute. I still don't think it was terrible, by the way. And there's honestly not that much that I would change. I'd probably just add a little bit more oomph to it because it was a very slow, centered around Ganyu quest. And Ganyu is just... Listen, as cool as her backstory is, Ganyu now, as she is in the game, is just kind of not that interesting. She's a sleepy fucking chick that likes flowers and eating grass. Or at least that's what I got from the quest. I'd say it's a mid quest. It really is just mid. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just there. I know where I'm placing this. You might be shocked because you'll know my opinion on Zhao.
Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons.
Vanquish.
They swore an oath.
It's kind of funny, you know. You know, like in Sumeru, the Archons summoned the Aranara. And let's say, it, for example, in Natlan, they create or summon the Saurians. And Fontaine, it's the Melazines. Are the Yakshas that for Liyue, for Zhongli? Is that what this is?
Restore order through slaughter.
Because this is far cooler than the Melazines, I'm sorry.
And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyun, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ, dude. Let me give you a bit of backstory here. I think at the time, I criminally underrated Zhao's story quest. I said I really did not like it. I gave it a very low rating at the time. I think I was wrong for that. I think Zhao's story quest is absolutely goated because of the lore. And that's from a lore lover. However, it's not S tier, and there's a big reason why it's not S tier. And I'm still skeptical from even putting it in A tier. There's two reasons, really. The domain was great. The lore was great. The trial that we had for Xiao was not a trial for Xiao, and I stand by that. The trial that we had was just to have fun. You were basically, yeah, you're basically in Xiao's burst form 24/7. That is not an accurate representation of what it's like to play Xiao. I think I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt here, though. I think I'm going to put it A tier. I think it's on par with these three. I'm going to leave it in A. And we're going to move on to Hu Tao's story quest in 15 seconds. Is this Island?
Pick new to go, not very get scared. Meet the Walking Death Note, become our aid. Look for clients with coughing coupon. Buy one, get one free, but they run away. Then we search for Bigger to help them pass on. Turns out Bigger is actually Casper Smalls in the spooky dungeon. Swim in circles. Then after lap 5, you realize puzzle's simple. Open the gate more dead people. Give Casper presents. He passes on. Death Note is happy. Job well done.
Yeah, actually only took me 2 laps before I realized what to do with the puzzle. Very accurate representation of the quest in 15 seconds, I would say. I think Hu Tao's quest was a very fun quest. To say that it's a quest based upon death, I felt like it more so resembled Hu Tao's character and how she looks upon death, more so than death itself. I will say, though, I don't remember if we got any cool cutscenes after the quest. Did we? No cutscene? B tier. Let me be 100% honest with you guys. I think the bare minimum standard for a character story quest is at least have a goddamn cutscene at the end. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Anyway, next. Oh, this was tough. Jesus Christ. Can they say words? Like human words? Jesus Christ, stop grunting. Brother, close your eyes and tell me what you hear. Wow. Oh my god, everybody's just grunting. I'm taking it down a point. I'm taking it down a rank just for this. Jesus Christ. Zhongli Act 2. Where the hell do we put this right now? I can't put it in S tier because it's just not as good as Act 1. But I don't know exactly what I'd change about it to make it better or on par with Act 1. So I'm gonna class Act 2 as an A tier quest, but it's a very high A tier quest. It'd be like here, basically. A tier quest, very, very good. Next, we have Eula. Oh no. Eula's quest gave a lot of backstory about herself, which I thought was very, very good. It also had a pretty damn cool domain, and it convinced me at the time to pull for her. So it had to have been good. It's definitely not as memorable as some others. Actually, was Eula's quest the one where you had to go around and talk to those NPCs around the fucking Venti statue, and that also took a really long time and was slightly boring, where we learned how to speak Eula? Yeah. Yeah. Eula's is mid. It's not super memorable. It was a very funny quest, but I do think it was pretty mid. Maybe B. I could make an argument for B tier. It's definitely better than Ganyu's. I'll put it B tier for now. I do think it was pretty good. Oh god, next we have Ayaka. Oh no.
If you could spare me yet another moment.
You sure about that? You sure you wanna? It's done now. Fuck it. Go ahead. Can I be really honest with you guys? I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. This is one of the middest of mid quests I have played. The ending was good. The rest of it was so forgettable. I think we might have made her pizza. We learned about her mother. You might have. I fucking didn't. You could ask me 10 questions about Ayaka's mom. I wouldn't be able to answer any of them, other than maybe what their first pet was called. Toma. Easy. All right, next. Yoimiya. Yeah, she just takes it in. I love that, dude. It showed a lot about Yoimiya as a character. 100%. You said, but to be honest, this is a bit of an NPC story quest. Was it? It used NPCs to showcase Yoimiya's character. It was mostly done in service to her. Bro, I don't even remember the NPCs. I think for me, I'd put Yoimiya's in B tier. I really enjoyed Yoimiya's quest. I think it did showcase a lot of Yoimiya as a character. I think B tier is pretty fair. I think he wanted to escape and she... Oh, yeah, of course. Oh my god, it's the guy that we snuck out of the back window of the firework shack onto the boat. Yeah, I do remember. You're right. That was about NPCs, but it was also about Yoimiya. I feel like it showcased a lot of her character from even wanting to help those two. Next, we have... Oh, dear... Wait, is this Raiden Quest Act 1? Jesus. Okay, we are very fixated on bro gasping for life. That moment was actually pretty sick. This is going to be a really hot take here, and I can already tell it is because a lot of chat say B tier. I do not think this was a great quest. I think this felt like a rushed quest at the time, and I think even if I look back on it now, it's still nothing special compared to other Archon story quests. I think this is a mid quest. For Act 1, I think it's C tier. Mid. Not bad, not good. It's just there. It's a prequel to Act 2. Under Kokomi's, this is going to be fun. Everybody hated Kokomi's story quest. Everybody told me before I did it, I should just skip through the dialogue because it was boring as anything for Kokomi's story quest. This one was so ass. See, this is what I'm saying. Mid as can be. Y'all thought Kokomi's was terrible. Make an F category for this alone. Kokomi's story quest, I really enjoy personally speaking. I would happily play through Kokomi's story quest again and just play through the whole thing without any complaints. However, I think it delved deeper into Kokomi as a out-of-work character than it did dive into, pardon the pun, her like academic self, you know? I think I would put Kokomi's in B tier, because I personally really enjoyed it. I wish it did go more into her as a war chief, you know? Kokomi as a character outside of what she does for work is so cute and so fun to learn about, right? But in terms of her job, she's fucking terrible at it. She's so shit. Like, god damn. All right, next we have Arataki numero uno Ito. Oh, wow, I forgot about this quest. Oh, god. In this quest, did we have to go throw beans at Ito in the beginning, or was that an event?
Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared.
Yes.
And threw beans at him whenever he came near.
Sick, there it is. All right, listen, I don't know what I'm ranking this. In fact, there's probably another cutscene in this. This one's more important. Dude, this is so sick.
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
God, you're so fucking dramatic. This guy was definitely a theater Oni.
Forget about me! Just go!
Just
it's
go!
What I deserve!
It's what I deserve!
Shut up, would ya?
Tell me about it. I think Ito is one of those characters that is just so well written and so well voice acted and so well everything. This, honestly, dude, I don't think I would change anything about this quest. I'm sticking it in S tier and it ain't coming out. Raiden Act 2. Oh, baby, here we go. This is still, to this day, actually, probably the most confusing story quest in the whole game to me.
The sacred Sakura blooms
Yeah,
from
this
the
is
darkness,
crazy, dude.
finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Jesus.
Goodbye, Makoto.
Ugh. Alright, we've already put Raiden in C tier. For Act 2, dude, let's just keep it real, man. Can that go anywhere but S tier? Act 2 totally redeemed Act 1 to a point where I was like, yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a shitty-ass Act 1 to get this absolutely perfect Act 2, pretty much. We'll keep it in C because that's Act 1. Act 2, Bob, if you can, we will put in S tier. Alright, next we have Yae Miko. This is going to be an interesting one. Damn. Sending them to the afterlife. Yeah, letting them pass on, right? God, what a beautiful scene, man.
Do they really have to go?
They got a 5-star, dude.
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end.
Yeah.
Since you're sorry to see them leave,
I'll
why
kill
don't
you
do
too.
the recital along with me?
Can you imagine? At the time, I remember thinking Yae Miko's quest was incredibly good. Right now, thinking back, I think it was good, but it definitely wasn't anywhere near the level that I was thinking it was back then. Goddamn. I think I'd probably just put it at a solid B tier, to be honest. I don't think it's C. I don't think it's a bad quest, but I don't think it's anywhere near as good as I thought it was. All right, next we have, oh god, Ayato's quest. Bro, when this quest came out and I played it, I thought this quest was very good. People thought I was lying when I said I thought this quest was very good. There's a couple of reasons why I thought this quest was very good. at that point, standards were just lower than they are now. To add to that, Ayato's a pretty boring character. His job is boring. His life is pretty boring. The only fun times is when he visits fucking Yai Miko and we get events for that shit. I think Ayato's quest was pretty fitting, but it was also very fitting at showing that he lives kind of a boring life. So I did enjoy it because of that, because not everything needs to be 100% like going crazy all the time. Considering we've had other quests that are kind of similar to this in my opinion, but done way better, the execution of this was really bad. I'm going to put Ayato's right now. I think I put this in C tier. Honestly, I'm even considering F tier. We don't have a D tier. I was considering would change a lot. I'm still kind of freaking considering it, to be honest. I think I put Ayato in F tier for now. I changed a lot about this quest. I do think it was important to show the boringness of his life, but I think we could have done that in 15 minutes and then had another hour and 45 of actual interesting shit, whether it's his past relationship with Ayaka, whether it's his cross-region influence that he has, whether it's other stuff. Like, it doesn't matter. We could have had a lot more from it. Let's see the next one. Yelan. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm trying to remember right now. I think Yelan's quest, wasn't it incredibly long with barely anything happening the entire time? Okay, I actually do remember it. Oh my god, wait. No, never mind. I already know where the hell I'm placing Yelan's quest, dude. I'm placing it in mid. The only reason this is not going in F tier is because we got some pretty sick lore from this quest. And I remember leaving the quest thinking, well, at least there was a payoff at the end, and it was the name drop of Regreta. Alright, next. Oh dear god, it's the sword story quest. Yeah, the story itself was cool. The sword looks cool. It's a terrible weapon, I'm pretty sure, right? Kazuha's sick. Here's the problem that I have with this. People have been looking forward to a Kazu quest for so goddamn long by the time this came out that when we got a story quest that revolved around a frickin' talking sword instead of Kazuha himself until the very end, where he forged the new sword basically, and then you could kind of correlate the rest of the stuff to Kazuha, it was kind of disappointing. And then here's the real kicker. In the same patch, I think it was, maybe the patch after, we got the 2.8 Golden Apple Archipelago, where Kazuha was one of the main characters, and the event quest was infinitely better as a story quest for him than the story quest was. It was mid at best with Yelan. I actually think they're very close together for that reason. Kazuha deserved more, dude. Tighnari. I don't remember Tighnari's. Oh my god, I do. I have an itch on my eye. I'm not crying. Shut the fuck up, Jack. I have a really dry eye today. Ay, ay, ay. Dude, this was a really good quest. I'll put this in A tier. This is a very easy A for me. It's not S tier because the quest mainly revolved around Karkata, and Karkata was the better character in that entire quest. I don't care what anybody says. Karkata was the main character there. If it was Karkata quest, it'd be S tier. Oh, this is going to be bad. It does show her character, but god, did they butcher the rest. My issue is it didn't show anything new about her character, really. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I ain't backing the foot down on this one. This is an F tier quest. I'm sorry. If Ayatos is F tier, Nilu's is fucking F tier as well. I'm sorry. I think I really like Nilou as a character now. I'll keep it a buck, dude. I'll keep it a buck. My mind has changed on Nilou a lot. I didn't used to like Nilou because the quest was so shit. Now, I'm a firm believer that Nilou is a fantastic character who was just done really, really dirty by this quest. Oh god, we are contrasting so much right now. We're going from Nilou's to Cyno's. Okay, let's go. Ay, ay, ay.
Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
Jesus. I'm very biased because Cyno's also one of my favorite characters, so this is going to be a ranking with bias here. I see a lot of people saying B tier, and I honestly think you could definitely argue B tier. I think for me, Cyno's quest goes to A tier, and I'm happy admitting that there's bias there, but I'm pretty happy putting it there. I think it's definitely Tartaglia level. I think it's definitely Xiao level. I think it's definitely Venti level. I think it's a clear A tier for me. All right, then we have Nahida's story quest. Don't forget, Cyno does have a second act, though. This quest was sick, dude. This quest was so good. Oh, no. Amira.
Amira.
Amira. Yeah, you messed up, buddy. You messed up.
Amira, are you all right?
Oh, she's about to be.
Feel well.
No, no, no. Please, no.
Goddamn, dude. Dude, so sick. So sick. I could be totally wrong about this. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to say S tier here for this. Yeah, I already see 2 S's. I do think it was a very good quest. I don't think it was S tier though. I think it was A tier. My reasoning for that is it didn't really give me a big oomph. We knew that she could do the dream shit, right? So we went in there as well. I kind of called what was going to happen throughout the quest because we already had the prerequisite required information to be able to come to our own conclusion on it. Right? So we didn't really learn anything new. Unlike in the next quest, which honestly, this might be an S tier unless I remember something dastardly right now, because Alhaitham's story quest, dude, this was so good.
It's too late.
To
Once the desires of the Hive
apologize, it's
accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
He's so smart, man. He's so smart and green. Aye, Alhaithams, I deadass think Alhaithams might be... actually... Is this S tier, dude, or is it just high A? I think I'm going to put this in high A. I think there is some stuff that I probably would change about it. The final, like, 70% of the quest was great. The first 30, maybe not so good. And then we are going to move on to Dea. Oh, you know, for one of the most mid characters, the story quest was pretty goated, man. Oh, man.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
Dea's quest. I see a lot of people saying S, and I'm honestly tempted, man. I'm honestly tempted. I think it definitely could deserve an S tier. I think I put it high A, just because I know what's coming next, and chat and YouTube comments.
When plague
This
ravaged
quest
the land,
right here
one doctor made
is
a pledge
one of the only
to rid
quests
the
in the
world
entirety of
pain
Genshin
and
Impact that has
suffering.
made me cry. Possibly
Could
my
not
number
stay the
one
tide
favorite
of
quest in the game.
disease.
It is absolutely incredible. Also, one of the longest freaking cutscenes we've ever had, man. 4-minute cutscene. Jesus Christ, that's insane. Yeah, S tier any day of the week. Cutscene animation. Is this Nahida at 2? Oh my god, it is, bro. I forgot about this. Oh wow. This is where we met a pep.
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy.
Yeah, gone.
In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of? Lord of Dendro, don't be sad.
Oh,
This
man.
is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Music. Wow.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Yeah. Oh, and Awaken it fucking did, by the way. Jesus fuck. Okay. I think there's no way Nahida Act 2 does not go into S tier. I think it has to go into S tier real quick. So yeah, we're just gonna put Nahida Act 2 into S tier. It was a fantastic quest. So much good lore from that bad boy. It was just great. It was fantastic. We also do have Yoimiya's second story quest, which this one might shock a lot of you. So cute, dude. So for this quest, dude, I think the music was an absolute 10 out of 10. I think the animation was an absolute 10 out of 10. Like, this is all so beautiful, man.
just like fireworks.
Damn. I remember doing this quest and after saying it was decent, but it was nothing special. Very surprised that everybody really liked this quest. Now, I think that was during a time of burnout. Or just being a brain-dead motherfucker, because what the fuck was I thinking? Pretty sure that was at a time where I was very stressed. It was just a burnout period. There's no way that is any less than an A tier quest. I'll put it S tier because I do think, I was far too harsh on it, and I think it's better than all of the A tier quests, and I think it's on par with the S tier ones. I really do. Let's move on to Lyney.
10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
he died.
Watch out!
Oh no. What's gonna happen? Dude, this was cinema. This was cinema. I remember this so clearly. Oh my god.
Mysterious. Surprising. And logic-defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Goddamn, man. Lyney's quest. Where the hell do we even put that, man? It's definitely not S tier. It's not quite that good compared to the others. It's either A or B. We maybe will do a temporary rearrange at the end, but for now, Lyney's going to go in A tier. I really don't think he deserves S or B, so we're going to put him in A tier. And then next, we're going to have... oh, God, this might be a hard pill to swallow for me.
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette. The rainy season's almost over. The skies are supposed to clear in a few days.
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
It's pissing it down, brother. Nice. The one rating was full slow, right? Yes, I think so. Dude. Fucking hell. I deadass feel like I'm not being biased when I say that's probably an S tier quest. But so many people are going to think I'm being biased just because I really love Neuvillette. There was no trial, but I think I remember saying at the end of the quest, this just goes to prove that you don't need a trial to make a banger quest. I personally am a believer that every quest should have a trial in, or we should be able to trial characters whenever we please. I don't think I am going to let that take away from the quest rating, because there's other characters in here that don't have trials in the quest or don't have great trials in the quest that I've ranked high as well. Zhao, for example. I think this is an S tier quest, dude. Next, we have... oh, Wriothesley's, dude. Wriothesley's quest was better than I expected it to be. Oh, damn.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you.
You might not want to warn him.
Punishment and torture are prohibited here. Institute is accepting death.
Chat, stop saying it should have been me.
Funny how that slipped my mind.
Jesus Christ.
Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check.
Damn, dude. We learned a lot about Rio that quest. That was a very Rio-focused quest, I would say. I think that's a solid A tier. I think along with Lyney. This one, do I have to watch this muted? Ken, this is the song that keeps getting fake copyright struck, right? Fuck them. Let them fucking do it, pussies. Yeah, this is a banger, dude. I think we can all agree this cutscene and music combo is probably the best in the entirety of Genshin Impact. However, I think some people might agree that the quest isn't actually an S tier quest. I do think it was a good quest now that I've had time to settle on it for a long time. I felt more annoyed during the quest, but I guess that's a sign of good writing. But I also felt like the overall plot of it just wasn't that interesting. It was basically just, let's do the Archon quest again, but more condensed. For me, people are going to absolutely crucify me for this. This honestly might be a B tier for me. I think I'm actually going to put this high B. This is my one... Hey, guys, YouTube comments, give me this one, okay? This is my one big controversial take for this whole video, probably. I got to put it B tier. I have to have at least one, dude. All right, next we have Navia.
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Leave the rest to me, governor.
Look, I'm doing this the Spina way.
Lock, stock, and smoking barrel. Jesus Christ. Let me get me musket. I love Navia. I think she is fantastic. Probably one of the best Fontaine characters. And in general, the best characters to come out in recent times. This cutscene was fantastic. The music slapped. Is it crazy that I don't really remember what the hell this quest was even about, other than cleanup after the Archon quest for Poisson? Is that all it was? The statue. Oh, I remember the statue. We snuck into the underground place with the boat, right? It was the weird sneak quest where we had to go and discover who the traitor was, and it was kind of funny. Oh, brother. Oh, no. I know I said I had one controversial take. This might be another one, though, because I see a lot of people saying S tier and A tier. Bro, I love Navia so much. Viv, do you remember Navia's quest? Yeah. Yeah? What would you give it on like a ranking scale? Like genuinely on a scale of like S, A, B, C, D, E, F. A or S? Yeah, we're going to put it in A tier, chat. There we go.
What were you going to put it at?
A or S?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just had to make sure, you know, that I wasn't going crazy. No, I was thinking B tier. I really was. I'm okay with A tier. Hey, this is the girlfriend veto chat. We'll call it the Jesus. All right, next we have... This is cheating. Oh, dude, this is a banger. Oh my God, I forgot about this, dude. Oh God, this is such a good quest. We are going to watch this whole cutscene, but this is an S tier quest. There is no fucking doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let's just watch this and enjoy. Dude, the animation in this quest was so good.
I always believed we would see each other again. That our days of separation would finally end. And all my troubles would be behind me.
I called it from that moment in the live stream, though. It was a fucking bait. Jesus Christ. Called it. They would never do it.
If only things could stay this way forever. Instant S tier. There is no shot that quest does not get an S tier. Let us move on to Chiori's quest
Chiori
next.
brand.
I'm already going to take a point off this quest, and you'll understand why at the end of this. I'm taking points off because they teased the coolest skins we've ever seen in the official game, and we're not getting any of them. Look at these, dude.
The world may change. Fashion
My
along
God.
with it.
The Lyney looks so
Chiori
cool
will
with the hat.
remain the same.
The Navia, man. Jesus Christ. It's just so clean. So clean.
No challenge is too great. Chiori caters to no one. Not even the times.
Too good, man. The quest itself, though, I'm not crazy in saying forgettable at best, right? That's probably a C tier quest. Am I crazy for this? Was there a guy in a room that was filling the air with gas? Or was that a different quest? Siege Queen. Oh, yeah, fuck no. This is C. This is mid. Yeah, I'm thinking of Siege Queens. Siege Queens was actually pretty fun. Arlecchino. Oh, this is a banger cutscene, dude. Holy, if it doesn't lag like balls. Oh my God, hello? It is so good. Let's skip a little bit here to where we finally get, like, overcome and can't win for the first time in a long time. Jesus Christ.
Still.
God, that's fucking crazy.
Not strong enough to beat me.
Crazy. Crazy shit. I originally was going to rank this one A tier because I feel like I can't really give it an S tier for one reason in particular. But if I'm thinking on a general basis of these story quests, the story quest itself is an S tier story quest, in my opinion. The reason I personally would mark it A tier is because the animated short was released before it, and it spoiled the whole vibe of the quest for me because we already knew the characters and knew what was going to happen. Some people love that, some people hate it. I am on the side of disliking that. All right, time for some action. I don't remember what I said about this at the time, but already thinking back, dude, I think the fight scene was one of the coolest things we've ever had in the game.
What happened is searching for your answer.
Like, this is so sick. The quest itself, I think, was not good, though. I think it was like a B tier. I think his Act 1 was far better. I got bored by the quest, other than the fight scene stuff, and I felt like the yap in the fucking arena went on for far too long. It was so boring. This might be a hot take. Deadass, it might be a hot take, dude, but we already have Sino here. We're just gonna have to get Bob to do the editing magic again. Deadass, I think Sino's Act 1 was far better. I would put this in B tier. It really did feel more like a Sethos quest than a Sino quest. I'm sorry. All right, next. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god. This is peak Genshin Impact, guys. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Walter the Marechaussee Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks.
Florend was literally...
executioner of the Phantom Hunters.
Well, we
I
could
call for aid.
Est, the Marechaussee Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Yeah, it's literally them calling upon the ancient Wyob's names for aid in battle. It's crazy.
Protector of justice and order.
It was such a good foreshadow,
the hunter
man.
I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
For D&D!
We have come to answer your summons.
Jesus Christ. All right, listen. Some of y'all might call me absolutely crazy for this. I do not care. This quest is in a league of its own, dude. It is quite literally in a league of its own. It is my #1, and it will be staying there. Let's move on to the next one. Siege Week.
Your checkup's all done. You're still in perfect health. Thank you, Dr. Melusine.
The thing is with Siege Wing's quest we got to know a lot about Siege Wing's backstory, and then the quest started, and the NPC that it was revolving around was basically reliving Siege Wing's story. Siege Wing's quest was very, very good.
Does it really matter?
Look at the artwork,
if you're
man.
Human or Melusine? I
Jesus.
remembered the warmth of your palm.
Oh.
It's quite unmistakable.
What the fuck
And
is the
you know what?
saddies emote? That's so funny. Holy.
One bit.
Oh,
You don't have to
man.
hide anymore.
Alright, listen, Siege Wing's quest was very, very good. I think I would personally put Siege Wing's quest into high A tier, to be honest. Maybe around here. Alright, let's do the next one. Emily. Oh, God, dude.
Ambergris mixed with cedarwood, rounded
Chat,
out
this
with
quest-
a base note of agarwood.
This quest is,
This is the scent of leather.
I want to know
Exactly.
y'all's opinion on this
We're
quest
unable
first.
to
Min, what did you
extract
think of this
essential
quest?
oils from
Unpopular opinion, but I like Emily a lot. Well, I like Emily a lot. But what did you think about the quest? This quest, for me, was one of the most predictable quests from pretty much start to finish. I remember playing through this quest and just being like, yep, this is going to happen, and it did. And then this is going to happen, and it did. And this is going to happen, and it did. Every damn time. Bran, you're just smart? Clearly fucking not. I do dumb shit all the time. It's just lore brain? Maybe. Maybe I should just play the quest without thinking too much, but I enjoy thinking. I just don't enjoy when it's like, feels like everything's set out on a silver platter for you. I think I'll put it in B tier. It's not A tier because there's a few things I would change. I'd make it far less predictable, to be honest. I'd make it so that it wasn't the same old trope of the bad guy is the guy that we met in the very beginning who was a close family friend or fucking relative like it always is. Yeah, that's the biggest thing for me. All right, next we have... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. We're getting on to Natlan stuff, and I feel like this is going to be where the hot takes really begin here. Bro, this quest might be one of the worst story quests I've played in a very long time, and I like Morlani a lot.
But luckily,
I like Morlani a lot.
Put up with my antics.
But this shit was not about Morlani, and this shit was just... I feel like the execution of this whole quest was not it. I think Morlani's I would put in this might be a very hot take. This might be a very hot take. I didn't enjoy Morlani's quest like... The ending absolutely killed it to me. The ending was literally like, oh, the point of the journey was the friend you made along the way. It's like, that's a joke. Like, that's what people say as a joke. Let's not, why are we making this real? No, it's not. The point of the journey is to get to the final destination, not the beginning. Next, we have Kenichi. Kenichi's tribal quest also had, spoiler alert here, the best character from Inazuma, right? Dude, I honestly feel like it's a little bit unfair to even group these in a story quest because deadass, none of them feel like story quests the more that I'm thinking about it. I think chat's right, dude. It is a good tribal quest, but not a story quest. So let's rank these as tribe quests, I guess. I still think Morlani's is the worst. I think Kenichi's is pretty good. I think it's about B tier. I'll quite happily give it a B tier. Xilonen, on the other hand, in my opinion, Xilonen had the best tribe quest out of all of them. This was a phenomenal quest that made me sad, angry, happy, overwhelmed, relieved. It made me feel all the things that a quest should. I'm actually trying to think why I wouldn't put this in S tier right now. Give me a second, because I'm sure there is a reason. Other than being a tribe quest? I mean, it doesn't matter that it is a tribe quest. It's what it feels like. She's a crazy motherfucker, dude. Consequences. You're so right for the NPC lady. Again, lack of consequence. The only person who suffered a consequence is this poor motherfucker. Yeah, fuck this character. Yeah, no, fuck you. You make it go to fucking A tier. You stupid fuck. Chaska. She looks so stupid. Catch the snitch. Catch the snitch. Boom. So here was my thing with this quest, right? I am fully aware that characters aren't necessarily always gonna die, right, in Genshin. This bit should have. I will say, out of this quest, the domain area was absolutely beautiful to look at. This quest probably also gets like a... This probably gets an A tier, maybe a B. I think a B is more accurate. Next quest is gonna be Sitlali.
Seeking the color of my final journey. I hope everyone remembers your color too.
Yeah, this is a phenomenal quest, man. Absolutely
all
fantastic.
It was just
Can we all just talk about it as well? The domain was
the task I'm
absolutely
entrusting to you is much more
probably
than
the
that.
coolest quest domain we've ever had.
Farewell, my friend.
Other than the Hutao one, I really like the gimmick of the Hutao one having to go through it backwards. I think that's sick. This domain is so good, though. So good. What did you think of the Sitlali domain from the quest? Have you done it? Oh.
Let us have
never
a
mind
fair
then.
and honorable...
Never mind. Don't say anything, chat. You should do it. You should. Sitlali's quest is very, very good. I have to probably put in high A tier. I think it's probably the top of A. I don't think it's S. I think it's on par with Xilonen. Barwika's quest. Oh, God.
Our fight will end when the flame is extinguished.
Bro, what do I want to rank this? Jesus Christ. the music switch. Oh my god, the music switch. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
No.
Oh, fuck.
In
Okay.
war, there's no time.
Alright, listen. The lack of voice still fucking annoys me. Mawika quest. This might be a very hot take here, but it might be a very hot take. Now, Mizuki's not on this list, but we are gonna do the ranking. Because we have just done this quest. But on a serious note, Mawika's, I would deadass probably put it in B. Low A, high B. Mizuki's now? Mizuki's quest, we just did this the other day. I fear I might have some recency bias with this one, just as a heads up, and so that you'll understand why the ranking is going to be probably as high as it is. But this is a story quest with a solid beginning, middle, and end that improves on the character, has character development for not only the playable character, but also the NPCs involved closely with the playable character, meaning the two other bathhouse workers, Isa bathhouse workers. And it really made me appreciate this character a lot more than just seeing the character, because I did not like Mizuki when I first saw her. I'll keep it a buck. I thought she looked boring as hell. After the quest, dude, I think she is a phenomenal character of the game. I think she is one of the more emotive characters. I think they put a lot of effort into her, and she's very cool. And the quest itself was incredibly interesting. I think for this, I would probably give Mizuki, we're going to say Cowgirl is Mizuki. I'd probably give Mizuki a very high A tier. The highest of A tier. I think that is a very accurate, good tier list. Thoughts, chat? I think that's a pretty good list. That's probably where I'd leave it.